Johan en Lynn, Sean, Charlene, Lexi, Vicky, Keanu, Kylie, Lauren, Blaze, Bianca. Julle was die naaste mense aan Anton gewees. En miskien het julle vanoggend die seerste van ons almal. Ons kan nie regtig verstaan wat julle deurgaan nie. Maar julle moet weet, ons rou saam met julle, elkeen wat hier is, treur saam met julle. Vir almal was dit 'n verlies, op watter manier ook al. Ek wil welkom sê vir almal, friends, a warm welcome at Palito Family Church. Your presence here is appreciated, and your presence also testifies to who this man Anton van der Merwe was. Well loved and respected amongst his family, friends, and the community. Thank you for being here. On request, I'm going to read from the Bible, from the book of Isaiah, first in Afrikaans, Jesaja 43. Net so kort uittreksel, hierdie gebeure speel af tydens die tyd toe die Jode in ballingskap in Babylonie was. Baie swaar tyd wat vir hulle moeilik was, nie geweet of daar 'n toekoms gaan wees of môre gaan kom nie. En in die gedeelte sê God hoe voel hy oor sy kinders. In this scripture reading, it takes place during the Babylonian exile, and obviously God's people they've lost everything. They've lost their country, their homes, the temple, family, friends in the war. And in this passage, God speaks to his people to tell them what's in his heart, how he feels about his people. Ek het jou op jou naam geroep. Jy is myne. As jy deur water moet gaan, is ek by jou. Deur riviere, dit sal jou nie wegspoel nie. As jy deur die vuur moet gaan, sal dit jou nie skroei nie, die vlamme sal jou nie brand nie, want ek is die Here, jou God. Jy is vir my kosbaar, ek ag jou hoog, ek het jou lief. And then the English version, I have called you by name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. For I am the Lord your God. You are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you. Friends, there's still a few chairs available. You are welcome to come through, also on this side in front here. Celine Dion sings a song, "Goodbye is the saddest word," and it's so true and so appropriate this morning. Goodbye is never a pleasant experience, especially when it comes to death, and we know about the finality and that there's no turning back. Goodbye is the saddest word. And obviously we are here this morning because we are sad. There's somebody that's not here. It's a loss for all of us, especially for the close family and friends. So ja, ons treur vanoggend, ons is hartseer, is 'n verlies, maar ek dink dit hoort ook so dat ons Anton se lewe sal vier, dat ons ook dankbaar sal wees oor die mens wat hy was, al was hy vir so 'n kort tydjie by ons. Dat ons sal fees vier, dat ons die mooi dinge sal onthou, en dis die dinge wat ons met ons moet saamvat op die pad vorentoe. We will not only be sad today, we will also celebrate the life of somebody who impacted in various ways on all of our lives and on the community. So let's try to focus on both these aspects, to experience our sorrow, but also our gratitude for a life well lived. Somebody once said, death is part of life. Dood is deel van die lewe. En dit klink teenstrydig, maar dis waar. Die lewe het 'n begin, en ons weet in ons koppe die lewe het ook 'n einde. Partykeer is die begin vir ons baie groter blydskap as die einde. En die einde gaan dikwels met lyding gepaard, met swaar, met afskeid, met pyn, met verlange. So kom jy afskeid en dood nooit iets makliks is nie. Selfs as iemand baie lank siek was, hier's 'n ou dame in ons gemeente oorlede oor die naweek, in haar 90's, baie swaar gekry met kanker. Almal is dankbaar dat haar lyding verby is, en tog, as iemand doodgaan, is dit 'n laaste hoofstuk wat geskryf is. When somebody passes on, the final chapter on that person's life has been written. And obviously that's not the end, because we also would like to look at a person's legacy. Who was this person? What did he do? What life did he live? What contribution was there from his side towards his family, his friends, his colleagues, his employees, and the community? And those are the things that time cannot eradicate. Ons nalatenskap, dit wat ons was, en wat bly voortleef in mense se geheue, niemand kan dit wegvat nie. En op 'n dag soos hierdie dink ek ons moet baie daarop fokus. Wat los ons vir mekaar agter? Wat gaan mense die dag onthou van ons as ons nie meer daar is nie? Want ons is nou besig om daardie herinneringe te skep. Dit is deel van ons erfenis, our legacy, to create the memories that people will remember us by sometime in future when we depart. And depart, we will all depart some or other time. In the scripture reading, as I have already explained, it was a tough time for God's people. They were in exile, they've lost everything. They were about 1,000 kilometers away from home in a foreign country. And they said, did God forget us? Isn't God here anymore? Doesn't He care? And then the amazing thing is that when God responds, He never asks them, where are your faith? Don't you know me? Look at my track record. I've been with you always. Never once He sort of blames them for asking difficult questions and feeling down and out. Never. Because God understands. And therefore, He doesn't blame them for the fact that they do not have enough faith in them. He tells them how He feels in His heart about each and every one of His people. And I want to read those words again. I've called you by the name. You are mine. You are precious in my eyes. Just hear how God feels about each one of us. You are precious in my eyes, honored, and I love you. Ek het jou op jou naam geroep. Jy is myne. En dan aan die einde, jy is vir my kosbaar. Ek ag jou hoog. Ek het jou lief. Dis hoe God oor ons voel. Ons moet vir God hoog ag. Respek vir hom. Hy sê, ek het respek vir jou. Ek ag jou hoog. Jou lewe maak saak. Jou lewe is vir my kosbaar. Ek het jou lief. Een van die aangrypendste tekste in die Bybel, waar God regtig sê hoe hy in sy hart oor elkeen van ons voel. En hy weet hierdie mense van hom gaan deur 'n swaar tyd, soos wat God weet van vandag se swaar vir julle elkeen. Nie net die naby familie nie. Almal wat hier is hier omdat Anton op een of ander manier 'n band met jou gehad het. En dit is swaar. Goodbye is the saddest word. En ons besef vandag hoe kort die lewe is. Partykeer net 46 jaar kort. So kort, te kort. En of dit 5 jaar of 10 of 80 jaar of 46 jaar is, dit sal altyd vir ons voel dat dit te gou verby gegaan. Dit is klaar. Dit moes langer aangehou het. Ons wou nie dit moes so gou ophou nie. En dis hoe ons ook vandag voel almal. 46 is jy eintlik in vandag se taal nog bloedjonk. Nog soveel oor om voor te leef. Kinders, familie, mense wat jy lief het, vriende. Soveel om voor te leef. En dis net skielik verby. Neil Diamond sings a song, Done Too Soon. And he names a lot of people amongst Jesus Christ, those he names, who have died too soon. Just 33 years old, Jesus. 46, Anton. Done too soon. Maar dis die lewe. En hoe swaar het ook al is, moet ons op 'n manier vanoggend verstaan, so is die lewe. En is baie keer swaar, is baie keer moeilik. Maar ons het ook mooi dinge om aan vas te hou en ons moet daarop fokus. And what God says to his people here is, if you have to go through the fire or through deep waters, you will not be washed away and you will not be scorched because I'm with you. As jy deur die water moet gaan. En ons sê baie keer as ons deur trauma gaan, ons gaan deur diep waters. Dis presies waaroor dit hier gaan. As jy deur die water moet gaan, as jy deur die vuur verby gaan, gaan dit jou nie skroei nie, jy gaan nie wegspoel nie. Hoekom nie? Want ek is God, ek hou jou vas. And we have to realize that today, that God is here, and we can be in his presence, and he really puts his hand around each one of us to console us and to protect us. Maar ons kan nie net by die seer stil staan nie. Julle is vandag in die vuur, in die water, sterk stroom, en dit voel of alles net te vergeefs is en verby is. Maar ons moet ook terugkyk na hierdie man Anton van der Merwe se lewe. Wie was hy? Wat was hy? Hoe was hy? Ons weet almal hoe lief hy vir die see was. Hy sou altyd op die see gewees het as hy kon. Hy is 'n mens met 'n klein hartjie. Iemand sê vir my, he was a gentle giant. Iemand anders sê, he had a generous heart. That was him. Always, apparently, I didn't know him that well, but people say he always noticed the people who were going through tough times. And if they needed food, he would just go and buy the food and deliver it. And at the garage here, where he filled up his car, he would buy meat pies and cold drinks and gave it to the guys working there. That was him. He wasn't, no man is an island. And this Anton van der Merwe definitely was no island. He didn't live in a little world of his own. He was part of a bigger community, and his footsteps are all over Ballito and Salt Rock and Sheffield Beach and everywhere. He made a mark. Something is left behind, his legacy of a kind person reaching out to those in need. And there are so many people in need today. We all realize that. And often we say the problem of hunger and people with no jobs is just too big. We will never overcome it. But do the little bit that you can where you are. I recall that Mother Teresa once said, You can't perhaps not feed 100 people, but you can feed one person. And I think we have to live in this country with that sort of attitude, that I can't change the lives of 20 million people who are poor, but I can change the life of 1 or 2 people that I know and reach out to them and mean something to them. And perhaps this is one of Anton's biggest legacies, the fact that he took note of people's need. Friend or foe, well-known or a stranger, and he would reach out and mean something to them. We need more of this attitude in this country. People liked him easily. He was a lovable person. And he was a loyal friend. Hy was 'n loyale vriend. Kyk hoe lyk dit vanoggend hier. Daar's nie meer begrafnisse waar so baie mense is nie. Dit sê iets van die rol wat hierdie man in ons dorp en in elkeen van julle se lewens gespeel het. En dis 'n getuienis wat vir julle as naby familie veral moet bemoedig en versterk. Want mense het gehou van hom. Mense het hom as 'n vriend beskou. Mense het saam met hom op die see gewees. Mense het sy omgee, sy klein hartjie gesien. Anton het goed gesorg vir sy kinders. Gesorg dat hulle nie gebrek het nie. Is iemand wat maklik gelag het. Ons lag nie meer so baie nie, want hier's te veel negatiewe goed, slaggate en plundering en swak dienslewering. Ons moet nooit laat daai soort goed ons lewenskwaliteit steel nie. Ons kan nie ons lewenskwaliteit weggee omdat daar lelike goed daar buite is nie. Ons moet ten spyte van hierdie wêreld waarin ons leef met al sy foute en gebreke, moet ons 'n lewe leef waar ons sê, ek leef hierdie lewe eenmal, gaan hom nie weer hê nie. Eendag gaan ek ook vertrek. Maar ek wil nog dit en dat doen voor ek eendag weggaan. Ek beplan nog, I still want to do this or that in the years to come. There's an old song, if I recall, by Creedence Clearwater Revival, someday never comes. Don't postpone. Don't postpone. Do it now. Don't decide, but today or tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to call this and this person and hear how it goes. Do it now. I think that's one of the important lessons wat ons leer, is om nie uit te stel nie, om dit nou te doen. Nie een van ons weet wanneer die laaste dag vir ons aanbreek nie. Maar as daai laaste dag aanbreek, dan moet ons geen verwyte hê nie. No regrets. I've done what I could have done. I've done my best. Anton, iemand sê vir my, voor sy bed op sy kassie, het sy Bybel altyd gelê. Iemand sê vir my vanoggend, ons weet waar Anton is. Miskien die heel belangrikste. Ek het jou op jou naam geroep. Jy is myne. God knows about each one of us. He knows your name. And he's not a strange God somewhere distant, far off. He's here. 10 days from now, it will be Easter, where we celebrate God's love in Jesus Christ. Giving him for each and every one of us, for each and every one of all the billions of people that had lived on earth. Miskien is dit die belangrikste wat ons moet saamneem. Om te sê, daar's mooi uit die verlede, maar vandag en môre moet ek leef. Ek moet vandag besluite neem wat my lewe vorentoe gaan definieer. Ek gaan nie vir een dag wag nie. Ek is in beheer van my eie lewe. Al is al onbekende faktore, 'n ou jaag oor 'n rooi lig en 'n ry in jou vas, jy het geen beheer daaroor nie, maar jy het altyd beheer oor hoe jy optree, hoe jy reageer, wat jy in hierdie wêreld doen, hoe jy uitreik na ander mense, hoe jy 'n verskil maak in iemand se lewe wat nie kos het nie, of wie se kinders nie kos het nie. Miskien moet ons baie meer daarop fokus. Ons kyk terug, en ons kyk veral na Anton se lewe, maar ons kyk ook vorentoe. Ons vat iets saam van wie hy was, hoe hy was, maar ons bou ook aan ons eie toekoms, en ons eie erflating, wat ons eendag vir ons kinders en ons familie en vriende gaan agterlaat. Die lewe, life is so short, in the blink of an eye, it's over. We must realize that today. You most probably all know the comic strip Peanuts, Charlie Brown and his dog Snoopy, and they often have this profound conversations. And once they were sitting on a quay next to a huge dam, thinking of the sea, Anton's love for the sea. They were sitting on the quay, looking at the sun setting at the horizon, and Charlie Brown was a bit depressed, and he said to Snoopy, "Snoopy, do you know what? One day we will all die. One day we will all die." And Snoopy gave him this unbelievable answer. "You're right, Charlie Brown. But on all the other days, we will live." Amen. Vriende, kom ons bid saam. Here, ons is maar broos en kry so maklik seer. U weet van elkeen wat hier sit vanoggend se seer. U weet van die verlies, van die gemis, dat daar 'n plek leeg is, in 'n familie, 'n vriendekring, in 'n werksomgewing. En Here, ek wil bid vir hierdie familie. Bid dat U vir hulle styf sal vashou. Vir elkeen wat geraak is deur sy dood. Here, dat hulle U teenwoordigheid en U krag sal beleef. Ons is maar swak, Here. Maar dankie dat U by ons is. En ons vashou dat die water nie vir ons wegspoel nie en die vuur nie vir ons skroei nie. Ek bid vir elkeen in hierdie familie, Here. Ek bid veral vir Anton se kinders. Ek bid vir Keanu, vir Kylie, vir Blaze. Here, dat U vir hulle sal goed wees. Troos hulle, hou hulle vas. Wees met elkeen wat treur. Almal in hierdie gebou en ook mense daar buite wat hier sou wou wees. Here, dat ons iets sal verstaan van die rol wat hierdie man in ons lewens gespeel het, dankbaar sal wees daaroor, maar ook weet dat ons die pad saam met U kan leef. En help vir ons, Here, ons wat weet dat eendag ons almal sal doodgaan. Help vir ons dat ons die res van die dag, elke dag, sal lewe ten volle. Amen. What should be important in life? I thought of reading the poem, most probably well known to most of you, Desiderata, the things we desire, the things that we want in life and that are important. Max Ehrlich wrote it, and this is really profound. So if you can find something here to take with you, please do so. You will find more than one thing. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even the dull and the ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive people. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially, do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Vriende, daar is twee persone wat 'n spreekbeurt kry. Clinton van Sail gaan namens die kinders praat. So Clinton, as jy asseblief vorentoe kan kom, hier is 'n mikrofoon.
Ek wil net graag die boodskappe oordra aan die familie en vriende van Anton se kinders. Van Kylie. My liefste pappa, ek hoop jy weet hoe baie ek jou lief gehad het. Jy was nie net my pa nie, jy was my hero en my bodyguard. Ek het so veilig gevoel by jou. Ek het so veilig by jou gevoel. My hart was altyd so vol toe ek by jou was. Die liewe Here het nou nog 'n engel gekry en ek weet jy is in 'n beter plek. Ek sal nooit jou grappies, jou stywe drukkies of jou smile wat almal laat smile het vergeet nie. Dankie vir al wat jy vir ons gedoen het. Ek sou nie die mens gewees het wat ek nou is sonder jou in my lewe nie. Dankie dat jy my so sterk mens gemaak het. My maatjies almal was altyd so bang vir jou, maar al wat ek altyd gesê het is, nee man, hy is net soos 'n groot babietjie. Papa, jy weet jy was my hele lewe en 'n groot part van my hart is nou weg. Ek is lief vir jou, rustig. Liefde jou butterfly, jou bokkie. Van Keanu. Papa, ek mis jou so vreeslik baie. Ek sou enigiets doen om te ruil om jou terug te kon hê. Pa was die beste pa waarvoor ek ooit kon vra. Jy het net jou beste vir ons gedoen en dit was altyd genoeg vir my. Ek is so dankbaar vir alles wat pappa vir my geleer het. Jy het my geleer visvang en toe leer ek jou. Jy het my geleer karry en ook geleer om lekker stout te wees. Ek sal jou grappies nooit kan vergeet nie. Jy was 'n legend, pappa, en sal altyd so wees in my hart. Ek sal jou nooit ophou mis nie. Tot ek jou weer sien, ek's lief vir jou, my chopper. From Blaze, I love you so much, Papa. You're my best dad ever. I'm going to miss you forever. I wish you could come back, but you can't. From your little man. Van Bianca, my boek, ek wil net vir jou dankie sê vir die beste tye wat ek saam met jou gehad het. Jy was my lewe, my als gewees. Jy verstaan nie hoe baie lief ek jou het en hoe ek jou gaan mis nie. Ek gaan alles van jou mis tot waar jy my geplaat in die aande as ek slaap, omdat jy nie kon slaap nie. Ek gaan jou lag, jou mooi smile, jou grappe, alles van jou mis. My lewe is so leeg sonder jou, maar ek weet jy is waar jy wil wees, by die Here wat jou so lief gehad het en saam jou oumas. Jy was 'n baie goeie mens met 'n baie goeie hart. Ek sal altyd lief hê met my hele hart. Rus sag my gentle giant. Al my liefde, Bianca. Van oom Jan, rus sag my ou seun. Jy sal altyd in my hart gevestig bly en ek gaan jou baie mis. Baie liefde forever Jan. Shemaine, rus sag Attie. Jy's 'n legend en vele mooi herinneringe wat ons vir altyd koester. Liefde Chuppies. Van Tertius, Anton, jy het altyd uitgereik om mense aan te raak deur jou goedhartigheid. Jy het altyd almal gehelp sonder om iets in ruil te vra. Ek, ons almal, het geleer uit jou onvoorwaardelike liefde teenoor jou kinders en familie. Jy het 'n ingesteldheid van omgee sonder enige voorwaardes of verdienste gehad, so ook teenoor jou vriende. Ons gaan jou mis. Van Hester, Jolien se ma, jou mooi gebaar teenoor jou ouers, familie en vriende sal my altyd verbly. Rus en vrede, Anton. Van Kevin en Petru, dit breek jou hart as jy jou broer moet groet. Hoe veg 'n mens en kry weer moed? Vriende wat ons vir baie jare en alles saam gedoen het, in een oogwink is dit alles verby. Die verlange wil my teen die mure dryf. Jy was soos 'n broer vir my, 'n skouer om op te huil. Jy was my beste vriend, 'n super van G-string biker man. Net goeie memories gedeel vir 15 jaar. Jy was 'n persoonlike nar. Hou my plek langs jou daar, want eendag lag ons dink aan al die simpel dinge wat ons al aangevang het, tot ons weer ontmoet ou groot is, Kevin Plaas. Dankie julle.
Baie dankie Clinton. Bernard Fourie.
I don't know where to begin, Anton. You're a giant of a man to so many people. I never forget, from a young age already, what an awesome sportsman you were. My dad and all of us loved our Saturdays coming to watch you play. All of us were always so proud to tell everyone who would listen to us that you were our nephew or our cousin. Anton was the youngest player to still be in school and play provincial rugby for Transvaal. But because he stayed in Springs, it was too far to travel, and he couldn't make training every day, as he was still studying to be an appy. Johan told me last night, the first time they gave him a small envelope for playing, he didn't know what it was. He just looked and he was shocked. He didn't believe that they were going to pay him to get there, because all he wanted to do was play rugby. Anton really could do anything once he put his mind to it, whether it be riding bike, hunting, fishing, or fighting. He was able to do it all, no problem. He started his own business at 21 and never looked back from there. With the guidance from his dad, he just went from strength to strength. Anton moved to KZN in 2001, 2002, after his family had moved down in 2000. That's another thing Anton didn't like. He didn't like being away from his family. I think we can all agree that one thing everyone would admire is how Anton, Johan, Sean, and Charlene worked together. Even though there were lots of fights, they always had each other's back. If you look around here today, you will see the love that his family, friends, customers, and everyone that worked for him and everyone that loved him. We said this place wouldn't be full. It's full. He loved his kids. He would go to the shops when we were all sitting there. He'd buy all the kids' toys and comes back. He'd buy sweets for Lexi just to irritate everyone. Kiano, Kali, and Blaze, your dad loved you so very much, and his face always lit up when he spoke of either of you. Sorry, guys. From a young age, Anton and his family already went to St. Lucia. The first trip they had, Anton hired a boat and a skipper and went out for the day, and then he was hooked. He loved St. Lucia till the end. Johan told me a story yesterday about how they got to the name of his boat, Sekulu. And I watched all the videos yesterday. It was like him. It stood out. When you saw that boat go out, when you saw that boat come in, they took the word Umsukulu from the Zulu translation as first grandson, which they then used to name the first boat Sekulu. And I think we can all agree that that was Anton's pride and joy. I've got a lot of stories, but I think I'm going to battle to say them all today. So I think later on, if that's okay, we'll go through some of the stories when we're all together, and we'll talk about Anton, and we'll raise a drink for him. Anton loved fishing. He loved hunting. We saw a video of him last night where all his friends put him into the freezer and locked him up there. I have so many stories, but I'd probably stand up here for hours to have to go through them all. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read messages from the family. From Lynn, my gentle giant, we're going to miss you so much. We are lost. From Charlene, my dearest beloved Buddha, you left so sudden, no time to say goodbye, no last I love you, no jokes when you come into the office to give me grief. The day you got taken away, my life stood still. I have been lost since you left. No words will ever express the pain and suffering I'm going through. How do I get myself through the day without you? How do I live every day knowing I will never see you again? We have so many memories and secrets we shared. I saw some of those secrets. I would give anything to hear your voice again, see you and tell you I love you. You have gone way too soon. If my love could have saved you, you would have lived forever. I love you, Buddha. Until we meet again, I'll miss you every day. From Audrey, my dearest nephew Anton, I'm sorely going to miss you. Going to miss your mussel pot and the cakes you bought. You were the best father ever and nephew. You gave your everything to everyone. You had the biggest, kindest, purest heart. Gonna miss you like crazy, Anton. Rip, fly high, rest softly. Look after Hana, my angel, for me. I hope you're dancing with all the angels in heaven and looking down on all of us in awe, smiling. Go soar with the angels. Rip, gentle giant, till we meet, my precious nephew. From Shandy, who wanted to be here today but couldn't. And Afrikaans was bad, but this is a joke that we all understand. To my niggie Anton. Thank you for the big presents you had in our family, for all the fun you always brought to every gathering, and for always letting us feel loved and protected by you. You are leaving a massive hole where your naughty smile used to be. To Lynn, Johan, Sean, Charlene, Kiana, Kali, and Blaze, and all the family. I'm so very sorry for your pain and loss. May his memories live forever in our hearts. I will truly miss you, cuz. All my love, Shandy. From Chill. Hey, Ants. All I have is fond memories of you, my chum. Your sense of humor, your English mixed Afrikaans was the best. The times I shared with you are irreplaceable. And I'm privileged to have got to share the one last day cooking food for you and your family and eating your monster mussel pot you made 2 weeks ago at your house. And enjoying our last brannas and Coke together. So glad I was there. Love to you and your kids and family. I know you are our guardian giant angel. Cheers, Machoma. From Moz. When friends become blood, there's an emptiness that cannot be filled. We're no longer there. The phone calls just to say hi at the time means nothing, but when they aren't there anymore, they mean the world. The memories that haunt of the good times, the bad times, the laughs and the tears, the adventures and conversations with a drink in hand and a campfire burning near are irreplaceable and priceless. It's hard to find comfort in the priceless moments and memories when the thoughts only bring pain and tears. When someone so dear is lost, there is a void that cannot be filled, but only knowing time will heal. There are few people that are worthy of such a place in your heart, but those that find them self-worthy are hard to replace. They are special, they are irreplaceable. Sure, Moss, you wrote a lot. Be free, I'm going to skip a bit, Moss, if you don't mind. Be free, my friend. Stay the amazing person you are, the soul that touched many lives and imprinted in our hearts. Rest easy, my friend, till we meet again. Cheers to the legacy you are, the giant of a man, the giant of the heart, Anton van der Merwe. Thank you.
Clinton and Bernard, thank you so much. This is perhaps the most difficult thing in life to do. And it's good that there's a lot of emotion because you've lost somebody close to you and dear to you. But thank you for doing it in such a way that it really, I think, celebrated his life and it meant a lot to all of us. Thank you. Friends, are there perhaps anybody else who would like to say a few words? You are welcome to do so if you want to. Okay. Afterwards, I'm going to do a blessing, and then there will be a tribute to Anton, 3 minutes with some very great pics to testify who this man was and what he did and who his friends were. 3 minutes, more or less. When the presentation is over, that is the end of our service. And then you may all leave. And you obviously know that at Caribou there will be a get-together for all those of you who would want to go there and share some more memories and good stories. And Bernard, you will tell those stories that we missed out on. Friends, I would like to use and very old, it's hundreds of years old, Irish blessing, well known, to give God's blessing and God's love to all of you. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields. And may God keep you in the hollow of his hand. Amen. Thank you, friends. That concludes the service. May God be with you. Bye-bye.